This is the kind of the roof plane is making this space a very small space. It's actually around a meter, so we cannot walk there. It's not a useful space.
Yes.
And sometimes people just fill it up with furniture to storing units. And that's what I'm about to show you, how to set up a furniture that is perfectly fit in here. In this case, even though I could use the same method I used here to draw a wall, AutoCAD, turn it into a 3D shape, and then use it as a wall, I would like to show you another method. And that method is that actually you can create snapshots, or you can create wall views and elevation views and use that drawing to be able to track the original contour graphically, and you don't have to measure. In that case, you just literally keep tracking those points, and that's how it goes. Now, see, this is something that is already here, and now I would like to show you another method, and that's the, for example, the section. Section is fine for that. I can also use the documentation, wall elevation commands as well. Now, let's just use the section. With the section, I'm just, designing a section line. I can intersect this whole thing.
It doesn't really matter as long as you get the...
Yeah, I should make it straight. I mean, at least perpendicular. So let's just create the section again. Okay, just click here, and then, set up the direction. That's I would like to look upwards.
From here to there.
From here to there. And then, okay, create the section. And now what I get is that's the classic dynamic section. What I see here is the projection of the staircase, the handrail, and the roof, and so on. But what I want is a line drawing. So I just quickly select this and Control Copy, Control C, and pick up a reference point.
That's right.
And then I just paste it here because I would like to use it as a reference. So I just Control V, copy. I mean paste it here. And then now what happens here is it looks the same, but it's just a 2D copy. It's only polylines and primitive things.
Yeah, you could be even getting rid of those things that you don't need.
Yeah, I don't want these. I just really need that part, this here. And then now I know that perhaps the furniture, let me just take it closer to this. So we see that it actually looks quite similar. So now I know that I would like to fill up this space at least with a 1 meter deep unit. So I just create using the drafting tools, and there's this offset. It's very useful. I click here and I just make an offset. I don't know, 1,000 millimeters. Now because I have selected loop, it's automatically making the offset for the whole loop.
Yes.
But that's
it doesn't matter. You can
for
clean
me.
this up later on.
Yeah, I can clean that. I actually do that using click here, 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 and here, and here, and here. So now I have this guideline, and this gives me the feedback of the shape that I'm about to use. So I only need to track this later. How is that going? I need to go, and this is the second sort of solution.
For the same problem that we saw with the furniture under the staircase.
To pick up a shape for a furniture. It's in the interior, and it's actually called the 3D shape. Now the 3D shape is good for many other reasons as well, but now I will use it for this specific purpose. The tool is very simple to use. You can define a 3D body based on 3 different projections. If you know any of these projections or all of them, then you can end up with a specific shape of body. We actually had a different webinar showing other methods we could use this, but now I will use this for this specific purpose. I click on the frontal profile, which is now by default a rectangle. Might I mention here that I can save that contour as a profile. I can go to the drafting, save new profile, close profile, and I can save it. But I think it's also realistic that I'm not that well prepared. So this is the moment I'm about to use this. So I just click here to define a profile now at this very moment. And then now I can track it, and I don't even have to click on the contours. I can just pick up the this loop, and then it automatically recognizes it. Let me just pick up the, for example, the left bottom corner as a reference point, and now I end up with this.
Is it long enough for the purpose that you want to use it for?
Not now, but I can either define it as I think that was 7 meters or something like that. I can use that. most realistically, I will just keep it as it is now, and then I will customize the furniture itself. So I'm only interested in one side of this thing, and that's done. The rest can be later changed by using other parameters. So I'm done with this. Let me just save it and say, okay, let's just save it as 3D shape under roof. That's it. Let's just go and save it into my library, and I think it was something called, what was the name of it? I think it was 3D furniture shapes. Okay, so okay. And then now it's saved, it's okay. And now I can place it as an object. I'm not interested in that now. So I just escape this command, and then now filling it up with a specific command, I use the cabinet. And from this point on, everything is the same. I just go to the shape, I go to custom, I browse mine, and actually, as you can see, there are similar defaults. This is something similar, so I could have selected that as well and change the parameters. Now I'm about to select, it was in the My Library, I believe. It's so it's here at the top. 3D furniture shapes, and that's it here. Okay. And then now I have that shape automatically recognized.
Okay, so now this is a bit more problematic because the way this shape was recognized, it's the side panel which is actually hollow.
Yeah, yeah.
But you want to have the front to be hollow. So
yeah, we
how
want
do you do that?
Doors opening this way,
yes.
not this way, and that's a problem now. To solve that, all you need to know that actually you can set up the how the furniture itself works, and this is something that you can find here on this page. This is the custom panel properties page. It's actually defining the logic of the cabinet, and then as you can see, there are 6 pages where you can go through, and those are actually the sides of this shape. So as you can see now, the bottom part is highlighted, and it's a bottom plane. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go back. That's something. It's called core. And it's not necessary. It's not really a core. This should be a front. So I just change it, and now the software can open this to this way and the other way. And the only thing that I need to fill this other side up. So I just try to find that. Okay, that's actually not a back. That's a core.
So you one by one you designate the rows of the panels, right?
And then now I'm at this opening here, which I want to change from front to core. Yes. And that's a top, that's fine, and that should be, well, either way is fine. This as a core or as a back, it works. So this is how I solve it. And then now when I say okay, yeah, well, I did not change the type. I will show you what that means. But now I just place it here. I can see it's appearing over there. Because of its basic settings are setting this element to 0, it's not recognizing the ceiling height because it's not really a ceiling, it's just an elevated ground, and it's at 1,300. So I just change the same base elevation here. I can also graphically elevate it.
You should also snap it to the wall. Or do you need the legs actually?
Well, it's a matter of choice. I can use the legs, but now because I have designed the shape without the legs, I can remove that. So now it's highlighted that it's actually taller by legs. So I just go here and let's just get rid of the legs and say, well, this is something that I like, but with with this height. And let's just check if it's okay. Yes, okay. And let's get back to 2 settings that I'm about to show you now. Now, one is the unit type. I always get this exclamation that this unit is not fitting with its original setting, and it's because of the base unit. The software is trying to keep track of what you have created and whether it fits the unit type. Now, base units are usually like low units. And
it's like under the worktop.
This is quite tall. At the tallest point, it's taller than an average human. So this should be a tall unit by default. And then when I say okay, it's not fitting this type. So perhaps not even a tall unit, but a different one.
Why do you need to designate the unit type? Or why should you?
For this purpose, and also this is how it will be listed in the Excel files at the end. So you can just say, okay, I don't mind, it's fine. You can just skip it, or you can try to find the good unit type. There is another thing here which you can turn on or off, which is the automatic dimension. I won't need it later, so I just click here and I disable the automatic dimensioning. I would like to do it manual later.
Okay, if you have several of the same cabinet along this line, all the way to the corner, do you need to copy this and paste it as many times as you need it, or?
That's an option. I think that's a quite realistic option, because that's how the furniture maker will do that. There will be separate units stored next to each other. But to keep it simple now, I will just use another way. And as you can see, this is a 7-meter long line. I just click on this, I click on the arrow, and I change the length. And this is for our purposes now. It's absolutely fine. I just go to the settings, and now I make the divisions and fill up with doors, so we can have something that is actually useful here. Just go to the settings, go to divisions page, divide it. I don't know, let's make it perhaps 4. So I have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units divided with one division panel.
What's happening now?
And then what happened now, the software actually created the so-called zones here. So I can either decide to go into this zone and further divide it, or fill this zone with a door. Or if I would like to create door in front of the whole unit, I can even go upwards in this. This is actually a hierarchy. This is the top level of the hierarchy. That's the total front of the furniture that you have created on this side. And then when you would like to go deep down in that hierarchy unit, you just enter those areas. And then if you would like to get up, then you just click on that one, and you can, this way it's like a folder system. There's one folder containing the subfolders, and they can contain other folders. This is working quite similar. So if I would like to keep it simple and then just put a door in front of all of these in one single step, I can even use this multiple side with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually, I think it's 10 panels.
Because you want to divide all of them to 2 doors.
And then they are full overlaid, and they are opening both sides. So whichever option I choose here, it's fine. And then that's what I get. And we can now just quickly test if it works fine. Let me just open it slightly, saying, okay, this is not necessarily what I wanted. I can just change it to, I don't know, say this, and the same way. Let's just make it 10. So this is better. Okay, let's just go with this one. Okay, and then now I have this unit created.